know I'm looking like a disheveled San Diego surfer, but I am a sleep coach. And today we're talking about something you hear a lot of, and it's that I've tried all these sleep hygiene rules, dark room, no screens, consistent bedtime, but I'm still not getting truly restful sleep. Does that sound familiar? Because I hear it all the time. And if you've been meticulously following every piece of generic sleep advice out there and still waking up tired, I'm glad you're here. While those basic guidelines are a great starting point, they often fall short because they miss one crucial element, and that's you. And we're going to be moving beyond the one-size-fits-all approach and explore how to create a pre-sleep routine that genuinely is personalized to your unique needs, leads to deeper sleep and more restorative rest. And in case you don't know me, I'm Daniel. I'm a sleep coach, and I've been supporting hundreds of others get their rest back over the past 8 years, and had my own debilitating journey with sleep for over 10 years, spent over 180 grand trying to figure that thing out. And so I have a lot of experience in this field. And with that, let's dive in. Now, don't get me wrong, traditional sleep hygiene has its place. A cool, dark, quiet room, avoiding the caffeine late in the day. I find these all to be valuable foundations, but what is often gotten wrong is the fact that we're all different. We all have different lifestyles, different levels of daily stress, and even different internal body clocks, known as chronotypes. And trying to force yourself into some generic routine, it can feel restrictive, or worse, it can actually increase your anxiety around sleep. It often ignores the unique emotional or physical factors that might be keeping you awake. And it doesn't account for the fact that life isn't always perfectly consistent. So what works for one person may not work for another. And what works for you today may need adjusting next month. So the first step to deeper rest is understanding your unique sleep profile. Let's start with chronotype, right? We're all genetically predispositioned to be more of a early bird, a lark as they might say, who thrives waking up with the sun. Or you can be a night owl who feels most energized later in the day. And there's no right or wrong here, but knowing your natural rhythm can help you set a bedtime and a wake time that works with your body and not against it. Next, let's identify your specific sleep saboteurs, if you will. What's truly keeping you from unwinding? Is it the mental stressors? Are you replaying the workday, the worries about tomorrow, relationship dynamics, or maybe just a fear of sleep itself? Could it be physical factors? Are you noticing discomfort, or maybe you had a late, heavy meal, or your body is stiff and achy? And lastly, the emotional weight. Are there unprocessed tension, loneliness, old traumas, or quiet fear of suffering tomorrow that are lingering in your system? So to help you with this, I want you to ask yourself, if you were on vacation, when do I naturally feel tired? And what's usually on my mind right before I try to sleep? And lastly, what activities genuinely help me to feel calm and relaxed? Your answers are some of the keys to your personalized routine. So with that, we can start to begin to build your personalized sleep routine. So instead of rigid rules, think of it as a flexible wind down window, right? Shoot for about 30 to 90 minutes. I know that's a range, but before your ideal bedtime. So some categories of activities to explore and tailor to yourself will be first, the mind calming activities, mindful breathing, short meditation. Even just 5 to 10 minutes can make a significant difference. And there are so many guided practices available if you're just starting, or feel free to check out my sleep support community. There's plenty in there as well. Journaling is another good one, a brain dump, if you will. Get those swirling thoughts out of your head and onto paper, and don't censor, just write. And gentle reading, right? So I guess just reading. Opt for a physical book or an e-reader without blue light. Next category would be body soothing activities, maybe a warm bath or a shower. The warmth can incredibly support relaxation and subsequently cool the body, which signals it that it's time for rest, because our body naturally needs to cool about 1.5 degrees to be able to actually fall asleep. I would also suggest some gentle stretching or yoga, simple, non-strenuous movements that release physical tension. And then self-massage, like a gentle massage, your hands, feet. It can be surprisingly calming. And the last category is the heart, and it's time to reflect on, what did I feel today that I didn't give space for? What am I feeling right now in this moment? Listening to calming music can be supportive while connecting to self, or back to the journal. What are you feeling as a way of connecting to you? And remember to tailor these directly to your experience. If you're a night owl who struggles to wind down early, perhaps your routine needs to start a bit later, or focus more intensely on mind calming activities. If work stress keeps your mind racing, journaling might be your most important step. Trusting your intuition here, leaning into the places that you're recognizing are having the biggest pull on your discomfort, whether it's mind, body, or heart. The final piece of this puzzle is really understanding the importance of consistency, balance with flexibility, and I know that might feel like a lot. So we aim for a general rhythm in our routine, but don't let the occasional deviations cause guilt, because life happens and your routine should support you, not stress you out. And allowing flexibility can allow us to let ourselves rest more easily.